G'day, it's the lawn expert here. The 10 biggest mistakes made by contractors, homeowners and even homeowners' children when looking after their lawn. The number one biggest mistake made by contractors, a lot of contractors do this and it's really bad, is they don't use a catcher. They don't use a catcher on their mower, and the problem with this is they're mulching back the leaves and the debris in the lawn. They're mulching all of this stuff back into the lawn, and it actually is not good for the lawn because it weakens the lawn. There's a number of tree leaves that when they fall to the ground they turn to acid, and this upsets the pH of the soil, and so it weakens the lawn. The other thing too is the tree leaves and debris, they break down, and it makes it really hard. Once the grass is weakened, then it makes it really hard for the grass to regrow in those weakened spots. The number two biggest mistake is people have this tendency when they're using their whippersnipper or their weed whacker, as it's called in America, when they're trimming around the edges of brick walls and around trees and stuff, they tend to shave the grass back, which is not very helpful in the case of buffalo grass or St. Augustine, as it's called in America. The reason being is St. Augustine grass, or buffalo as we call it in Australia, is only a stolon grass, or it's only got above ground runners. St. Augustine or buffalo grass only has above ground runners, and because of this, if we shave the grass back, you're in effect killing the grass. So whatever you do, when you're trimming around the edges along brickwork or paved areas, make sure you don't shave the grass back. It's not so much of a problem with kikuyu or couch or Bermuda grass, but the problem is the appearance, so try not to shave the grass back. The third biggest mistake that people make is using a rake to rake the leaves up from the lawn. Now this is not very good, because basically you tear the runners of the grass out of the lawn, and that weakens the grass as well. The number four biggest mistake is people using Roundup or glyphosate to kill the grass around the edges. This is just a disgusting look, and you've got to take the effort to do your edges properly with a proper edging machine or a whippersnipper. So don't use Roundup or glyphosate to kill the grass around the edges. It's just not a good look. The number five biggest mistake is people using a whippersnipper or weed whacker to mow the whole lawn. You know, it might be a small lawn area that they think, oh, we'll just use the whippersnipper, or it might be a lawn area that's elevated up at the back end of the property, and it's too hard or too difficult to carry the mower up there. So they just tend to think, oh, well, it's okay, I'll just use a whippersnipper to do the back section. Well, this is really lazy, but also it's detrimental to the lawn, because you're basically, once again, you're not using a catcher, so you're leaving all the leaves and the debris behind, so it's not a good thing. So definitely don't use a whippersnipper to mow your lawn.